Coming down to the wire, Anderson Little's going out of business sale is in its final days, and the savings on quality men's clothing is out of this world. Everything must be sold to the bare walls as Anderson Little closes its doors forever in Danbury and Waterbury, Connecticut. Need a suit? Every suit in the store has been reduced to one low price of $99.95, none higher. Choose any pure wool and wool blend suit, regularly selling up to $400, pay only $99.95. Shopping for a raincoat, every raincoat is $69.95 each, and there's more. Every blazer and sport coat is reduced to $59.95. Every dress shirt and every sports shirt is yours at one price, $9.95. Designer names, Pierre Cardin, Ole Cassini, and Dolfo, Cricketeer, lots more. So don't waste time. This is your last chance to save at Anderson Little in Danbury, 15 Bacchus Avenue in Danbury Square, and in Waterbury at 625 Walcott Street. Offer only at these two Anderson Little stores. Sale starts Friday, 10 a.m. Both stores close today to take final markdown. So check it out on a fan.
Dover and Paul Rockaway, Mike, won the Blitz at 4 o'clock. That's the ESPY Awards and that Ali Foreman documentary at the Radio City on February 11th. Good job out of him. Tonight, pretty quiet, Mike. Get the Knicks and the Spurs. Boy, San Antonio, you know, the best thing they can do is lose as many games as they possibly can. That might cost Greg Popovich his job, but so what? Who cares about him? Gets them a draft pick, a high one, because for them, and they're in a tough spot. That's a lousy conference. You know, those teams are going to be battling, you know, and make the playoffs. They're going to be 15 games under 500. They'll be the 7th seed. They're losing 3 straight and have the 15th, 18th pick in the draft. They're stupid to try to make the playoffs.
Well, they can't make the playoffs, though.
Oh, they can, can't they?
No.
Well, look, I mean, Mike...
They're 11 and 33.
But look at the rest of the teams in that conference.
I know, but they're not making...
They're only 4 games back.
They're not making the playoffs.
Isn't Robinson coming back in a week?
But, you know, the other teams that are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... You know, 27 losses is it. I know they only have 33, but that's 6 losses still. And you got to figure one or two of those teams is going to really improve at the end of the season. I think at 22 games on the... They're playing 250 basketball. 250. They're not even playing 300. I mean, this is team playing... They won 1/4 of their games. We're talking about making a playoff.
Well, you got Utah, Houston, Lakers, Seattle, Portland, that's 5. Minnesota, 3 under is 6. Sacramento, 6 under is 7. And then the Clippers are 6 under 8. Kings are, you're right, and they're a ways back.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, it's atrocious out there. You got 4 teams that can play. Portland's okay, and then 3 teams are going to be under 500 in the playoffs. Yeah. They're going to have 3 teams under 500 in the playoffs.
And way under, not a little under. They're going to be 5, 6 games
Those games will be, I mean, you're going to have basically 3 wipeouts in the playoffs in the West.
Don't be the 4th seed, because that means you're going to have a halfway, you're going to have a decent opponent.
Portland.
Yeah, lose a game or 2.
They might lose. The other guys are just going to be an absolute joke. I mean, they're going to have the least competitive first round of the playoffs in the history of the NBA in the West.
520 Amtrak for Dolly, Mike. Sports Radio 66.
WFAN 2020 Sports.
All right, guys, and Bill Belichick has hired 9 assistant coaches for his staff, and they are 5 of them from the New England Patriots. Al Groh, Romeo Crennel, Mike Sweatman, Maurice Carthon, and Charlie Weiss. Ron Earhart, Pat Hodgson, and Bill Muir, holdovers from Rich Kotite's staff, while Eric Mangini comes aboard from the Baltimore Ravens. And we're still awaiting what's going to happen on the situation with consultant Bill Parcells. A decision early next week expected from NFL Commissioner Paul Tagliabue. Knicks in action tonight at the Garden. They'll take on San Antonio. Second and final meeting of the season between these teams. Knicks won the first meeting last month. We'll have coverage here on the Fan at 7:05. And the Nets are home for Indiana. Forward Jason Williams could be in the lineup tonight. He was going to undergo thumb surgery, which would have caused him to miss 2 months of the season. He has decided to put that off. One college basketball game in the second half. Wagner and St. Francis of New York tied at 42. And a trade for the Rangers. They send defenseman Jason Moore to the Phoenix Coyotes for center Mike Eastwood and defenseman Dallas Eakins. And this report is brought to you by IKEA's bedroom event. It's going on now, where you'll find all sorts of beautiful bedroom furniture, beds, armoires, and armchairs. Hurry in. With reports every 20 minutes, I'm Joe Tollison, WFAN 2020 Sports.
The #1 sports voice in New York is The Fan. Sports Radio 66, WFAN New York.
522, another check of the Fan Highway Patrol, and here's Christina Lang.
You going through Queens? Well, you're going to hit some delays this afternoon. This report is brought to you by Nicorette Gum. Long Island Expressway westbound, packed into the Clearview. Eastbound, you're heavy from the old Elmhurst gas tanks right on out through the fairgrounds. And the Grand Central eastbound from the LIE to the Q interchange. Brooklyn-Queens Expressway northbound, real heavy around Atlantic Avenue, again around the Brooklyn Bridge. Jam-packed from the Williamsburg through the Kosciuszko. Southbound from Queens Boulevard down to the Kosciuszko, you're tied up, and again, Brooklyn Bridge down to the Prospect. In New Jersey, the Garden State Parkway is quite heavy, southbound. Now, first off into exit 131, and then as you travel farther south, out by the Toms River tolls, there was an accident, but that's now on the shoulder. However, the delay behind that southbound Tom River tolls, 2 miles. Otherwise, on the island, the Meadowbrook southbound, a slow spot around Hempstead Avenue, again into the Southern State Parkway. The Connecticut Turnpike northbound, exit 8 through exit 13, you're on the brakes the entire time. Then up again from exit 25 through 27. On the Palisades Parkway, right lane closure near exit 2, southbound. You can't control the traffic, but you can help control your cravings with Nicorette gum. If you want to stop smoking, Nicorette gum can increase your chance of success. You can do it. Nicorette can help. I'm Christina Lang for the Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile Fan Highway Patrol.
Everywhere throughout the world, there are people who choose not to take the easy way out.
But of course, it would be easy to put little Tasha in a cage, but he was born free.
So if life has taught us anything, it's take the easy way out. And Bell Atlantic makes this possible with Easy Voice. Easy Voice does the dialing for you. All you have to do is say the name of the place or person you want to reach. It's a fun way to reach those important people in your life. Just listen.
Call Grandma Lasinski.
He said the name, and presto! An Easy Voice lets you program up to 50 names and places. So program in your parents, your boyfriend,
Call May's Chinese Takeout.
or your favorite restaurant. So don't let this easy opportunity pass you by. Call 1-888-EASY-VOICE.
Nice kitty.
That's 1-888-EASY-VOICE. Hey, even the number is easy. Service not available in all areas. Other restrictions may apply.
Are you using your telephone powers? Bell Atlantic, the heart of communication.
Hello, this is Warner Wolf.
Warner, this is your Aunt Seal.
Hey, Aunt Seal, what's up?
I heard Channel 2 News is giving you another chance.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say another chance. I just agreed to come back to Channel 2 News and do sports.
One word of warning, Warnie, don't blow it.
Okay, nice to hear from you, Aunt Seal.
But I haven't said everything.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
Channel 2 News is going to have a whole new newscast with new faces, very modern.
That's right.
Except for you and your old face.
Hey, come on, Aunt Seal, give me a break.
So forget all the old shtick.
What's that mean?
Lose, let's go to the videotape. Boom, swish, give me a break, and all that junk.
Hey, come on.
I want you to be dignified, subdued, and low-key, just like Walter Cronkite.
Yeah, but you know what? It's really the Channel 2 general manager who wants all the shtick. He's the one that says that's what people remember.
Yeah, I remember you have a little birthmark on your tuchus. That doesn't mean you have to show it to everybody. Give me that GM's phone
Aunt
number.
Seal.
Warner Wolf is back just the way you remember him. Sorry, Aunt Seal. Look for him weeknights on Channel 2 News.
Hi, I'm Norman Seabrook, president of the New York City Correction Officers Benevolent Association. You know, we hear a lot these days about how safe New York City streets have become, how police officers are making more and more arrests. That's all well and good. But where are the over 20,000 murderers, muggers, child molesters, and rapists who used to prey on New Yorkers? They're locked away in the jail system, where over 10,000 correction officers patrol the toughest precincts in New York, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Jails that become more dangerous as the streets get safer. Contact your state and city legislators. Let them know just how much you appreciate the job these unsung heroes of law enforcement are doing. Tell them to support legislation benefiting correction officers and their families. After all, without us, how safe would you really be?
Paid for by the New York City Correction Officers Benevolent Association.
My princessa, and the mad dog, Chris Rizzo, on the fan, WFAN.
The long, bumpy road to the Fall Classic begins at spring training, and for some teams, you know that road's a little bumpier, but for the fans of the Yankees and the Mets, well, the road's as smooth as a head-first slide into home. It begins on the Amtrak Auto Train. You and your car, you join up with Amtrak down in D.C., you take it right to Florida, right into the heart of spring training. You can relax on the train, stretch out, take it easy. Once you arrive, you drive off in the comfort of your own car and head on down to Florida to see the Yankees, the Mets, or anybody else you want to see down there. For travel to Florida completed by March 27th, Amtrak is offering 10% off the vehicle fare. Call your travel agent or Amtrak at 1-800-USA-RAIL. That's 1-800-USA-RAIL. And mention code Y706 when making your reservation. You can even win a first-class trip for two on the auto train, including hotel in Florida along with the Mets and Yankee tickets. You can do that. You get a chance to win. Just mail a postcard with your name and address to Auto Train, P.O. Box 1270, Long Island City, 11101. For full contest details, call the fan. On the fan at 528-718-937-6666. To the phones we go.
Hi, Mike. Here is Noel in Brewster, New York. Hello, Noel.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, Noel?
First time, long time.
What's up,
nervous here.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, I commend you on your behavior and everything else in this whole situation with Parcells. I think your behavior, Chris, is disgraceful. But that's not my point. The reason I called up was, do you possibly think that Kraft knew what the PR guy was saying? In other words, to use that so he can back off his demands afterwards while still saving face. With you know what I mean, saying that basically we'll say it's a trade-off between the PR guy, what the PR guy said and everything else, so he will be able to back out with it, out of the demanding the number one pick and not looking so bad.
No.
You don't think there's no way that he said that?
No, I think that's I would think the feeling of the organization, I would guess. I don't think the PR guy says stuff that the owner doesn't agree with. I mean, you're not a PR guy.
Well, yeah,
you're not a PR guy too long if you do that.
Yeah, well, that's what my whole point was. Maybe Kraft gave him to go ahead.
Maybe. Yeah. I think from that area, you're probably right. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. So then Kraft sort of saves face. That was my angle. He could basically blame it off on the PR guy, but then he'll turn around.
No. He can't blame the PR guy. The PR guy, you got to realize, the PR guy's got to be talking for him. I mean, the PR guy, when a PR guy speaks, he's speaking for the whole organization. That organization has to back up and has to stand behind what that PR guy says, unless the owner says, you know what, I didn't say this, and at that time he's going to get himself another PR guy. So that's where that stands.
So you don't think there's any way Kraft is sort of trying to take some pressure off himself?
No, I wouldn't think so.
No, how come my performance in your eyes has been disgraceful?
I just thought, I think it's nowhere near objective, and any time that there's a fact brought up that is factual, it's like you have to be right.
No, here's one thing that, Bobby, I just want to interrupt you because this will give you a better feel for the whole thing.
Okay.
The league told Bob this afternoon that the way to deal with this, the quote from New England is that unless it means nothing. They can say back and forth whatever they want. Until New England files tampering charges against the Jets, it means absolutely nothing. And they have filed no charges against the Jets.
One thing, the only thing I can...
As of right now, they filed no... as of this moment, they have filed no charges against the Jets. So their public statements don't carry any water. If they want to do something, they have to file a tampering charge with the league, which they have not done at this moment.
They should just pipe down the Patriots. And as far as being objective, I don't know how many times I have to tell you, he's the best coach in football, and as quick as you can get him here coaching a football team, the better off you're going to be. It's right. And I also think that if you wanted to make an argument as a Giant fan that you would rather have Bill in there running the ship with Belichick than the present administration, I don't know if I do that, but I certainly couldn't argue at that point. I don't know how much more objective you can be than that. Walt and Valhalla on the fan. Walt, how are you?
Good, guys. How are you?
Good, Walt.
Thanks for taking my call quickly today.
What's happening?
I appreciate the interview with Tim Welch this afternoon, by the way.
Okay.
Well, of course
Walt's
you do
a big
that.
I own him.
up in your backyard there.
One thing on the Jets, I think some of the fans are missing the boat on this. I mean, it's with Parcells. As long as you get him in the organization, I mean, everything else is. He could have been made the water boy. It wouldn't have made a difference. As long as he's in the organization, I mean, they're on their way to better things as far as the Jets go, in my opinion.
I would agree with you. I mean, you want to set a new tone for that organization. That will be said very quickly by Bill Belichick, or by Bill Parcells, or by both.
The Jet fans are as desperate as Leon Hess is, in my opinion. And I mean, the Jets fans got to be foolish not to think that that's the case.
No, this is a positive situation for the Jets. As soon as he gets here and coaches, the better off you're going to be.
If you have to wait a year, you wait a year.
Here's Rick and Teaneck on the fan. Rick, how are you?
Good, thanks, fellas. How you doing?
Rick, what's happening?
Couple of comments. Bill Parcells, I think a lot of people have questioned his loyalty, and